stuck though because there's behind some wires and like the hard air conditioner line is there, so you can't like bend it out of the way.
Sure.
To kind of jimmy this thing out of there.
Yeah.
And so there's got to be like some secret handshake that I've like. If you twist it and clock it this way, it'll go bloop, come right out, right?
Uh-huh.
But I have not yet figured that out.
Oh my!
And until I do, I'm gonna spend some time in scenic hipping. I don't know what to do. Jeff already kindly offered to give a ride to Cole and Angie to get home, and I'll just stay and
figure it out.
O'Reilly's closes at 6, so I got a deadline. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've had to go. I've got hand warmers in my boots because my toes just absolutely froze.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not warm out there.
No.
We're speaking about Kevin Scheibel's car issues, unfortunately, that he's had up here while we're in Hibbing, and he's been taking the time to try and take care of himself and his family, and is still joining us here in the broadcast booth.
What a disaster. See, that's what I get for trying to make old junk work. And it's not junk. I shouldn't say it's junk. But the car, it's 18 years old now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's an 08. It's on the original alternator.
Yeah, just, you're either approaching or over the 200K mark.
Oh, we're at 225.
That's right.
Just past 225.
Oh, the Zamboni's going off. We are in the most unique, substantial arena that I have ever been in. We're in the Hibbing Memorial Arena here in downtown Hibbing. We are playing on an Olympic sheet of ice with a Olympic-like scoreboard, and we are in an experience. This is an experience for these boys. Pretty awesome that they were able to get here.
Very cool barn. I half expected when walking in to see some stained wood roofing.
Yes.
You know, like some of the real famous like European rinks and stuff.
Yes.
With timbers and all that, but no, it's a very traditional shape. Shockingly large in here, very airy.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I watched the Greenway Mounds View game prior to this, and the Greenway guys saying that this Owens family specifically donated almost all of this, particularly due to the iron mining that's up here. So, nice. Pretty interesting. And I don't, compare that. You have this plus Mariucci in one season. I don't know that you can get better rinks than that beyond just playing in the Grand Casino Arena. So this is pretty cool.
No kidding. One experience for the kids too. For this particular tournament, I was under the impression too that it was going to be the teams seeded highest for their respective championships. Got the experience of playing here, which is really awesome. And not sure if that was a carrot dangled in front of the boys or not, but nevertheless, certainly something to be excited about.
Well,
that's what they feel as they walk in here too.
So despite St. Cloud being the home team, they chose to be in their black jerseys, and we seeded. So we will be in white, and our boys will be coming out here in the very near term. My very basic Google research indicates that St. Cloud is also the Eagles. We're the Eagles. We're both black and red. But when I look at their jerseys, it looks like they've got the Huskies on there, so they must be adopting the Husky type logo for their associations, which we'll take. That at least creates some level of division.
They're flexible. We like that.
Yeah, that's right. Eden Prairie comes into this game at 17-3-2. They're 2-1 in the Iron Cup pool play, so we are fighting for the third place game in the B bracket. We get the privilege of playing St. Cloud's B1 team here today. Ooh. There is we only have the one experience playing a B1 team. That happened earlier in this tournament versus Hastings, and unfortunately lost 5-2. This team played Eastview on the other side of the bracket, lost to them 7-1, I believe. So rankings indicate we might be more equal than maybe we're placed. So we'll see how it ends up.
Was the Eastview squad a B1 team as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So there were 3 B1 teams in the tournament and 5 B2 teams. We happened to come out, fortunately, on top of the B2s, as has been semi the case here throughout the season. We'll continue to rack up some wins. So.
And that'll happen. It's a B level tournament. They did not discriminate between 1 versus 2 level. But I mean, our boys have, even against any B1 team that we've played against, scrimmaged against, etc., we've hung with them. Which
That's right.
it's been competitive, not made it easy on the other team. So certainly we can hang with them, and why not?
That's right. Pick up that speed and let's go. We've got Will Sorensen here on roster with our most goals so far. We are still missing Tommy Sullivan for this weekend. We do miss him. We're looking forward to getting him back, but we'll play with who we've got. That puts us with 12 skaters on the rink, 1 goalie. Just do a quick count here.
Yeah, what do we got?
They also have 12 and 1 goalie, so we're going to have the most equal we've had in games as far as freshness of legs go today.
Yeah, I wondered how much that would play a part, particularly in our Proctor game. They looked a bit thin on the bench as well.
That's right. They were definitely thin. That probably popped up in the third period for Proctor in every single one of their games. I would not be surprised. There is a couple of players who have put up hat tricks in this tournament. We had Will put up a hat trick yesterday versus Rockridge, which he counted for 3 of our 5 goals, and we won that 5-4, so highly critical. And then Eddie Wilkins comes in the Proctor game and also gets his own hat trick. So 2 guys are the D6 gives away patches at the end of season for accomplishments. They tend to be either 3 assists, 3 goals in a game, or shutouts for the goalies. And so got a couple people who are going to earn those at the end of the season.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. It's been a long weekend for sure. I mean, the tournament schedule is grueling, and on purpose. It's the same for all teams, and sometimes you get the early spot, the late slot, whatever.
Right.
But fortunately, despite our lodging not necessarily having a pool, which I know all the kids were excited for,
Yeah.
The kids had a great time bonding, playing a lot of knee hockey.
That's right.
Knee hockey's real hot right now.
Yeah,
My goodness.
Yeah, knee hockey. We ate plenty of food.
Good chow. Oh, yeah.
Had served some Sammy's pasta last night, courtesy of the Seversons, and they made sure to set it up and get it there, and all of us got to enjoy, play some games before we all kind of tuned in and we got to bed. "45 seconds to go here in warm-ups. Presuming our boys are ready. They got their music. They were jamming out in the locker room. So presuming our boys are ready, they will be launching this game now in 30 seconds.
I'm sure this is the ire of all generations critiquing the younger. The time the music that gets these guys jazzed up is certainly not what I would have picked. Could we get a little fog hat sometimes?
That's right.
Nope.
No. In fact, if it doesn't match a very specific playlist, they require the playlist or it's over. So
that's it.
Don't try nothing new in there.
Oh, boy.
That's our buzzer. We will get the fortunate opportunity. I've never figured out how to put a score on the actual video. I do know that is something that can be done, and every time I search it out, it is beyond me and my IT skills. So we get this great scoreboard up here to kind of keep their fans apprised of what's going on, and you're going to get a good view of it the entire time. So
it's in frame. Why not?
That's right.
Perfect.
So I will be keeping stats throughout the game. Kevin's going to be doing our play-by-play. We'll fill in here as we can. Just a reminder, our stats are always unofficial. We got to rely on the game sheets to get it right. But I'll do my best to maintain it the way I see it.
Just noticing too at this rink here, we have the divorced penalty boxes. So the team bench is on the far side. Penalty boxes are closest to us. And with the Olympic size rink, it's 100-foot wide, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to the standard 85.
Yes. Passing is going to be more important today than maybe the straight line running that we've been seeing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be so much space to roam. These goalies could have a rough day.
Yeah, I remember those. We had a tournament, I think, in Bloomington that previously had the Olympic size rink, and passing was the name of the game. Puck movement with your stick is a lot quicker than your legs.
That's right. We got about 50 fans in here, and they're taking a lot of noise. I can't imagine if both sides of this rink were full, how loud it would be in here.
Be pretty awesome. And we're underway. St. Cloud controlled the draw. Coming in from the right side, quick shot on goal, deflected by Kunkel. Puck goes over to the left side of the Eden Prairie zone, but pushed out, and we got some pursuit. St. Cloud able to clear out of the zone as Severson pushes the St. Cloud defender. Tries to poke the puck away. Quick rebound try. Puts it on net, but good save by Kunkel. Puck setting all the way down. No icing. So the chase is on. St. Cloud looking to clear the zone. They just get it to squirt out, but safety valve Julian able to push it right back in. Puck going behind the net. No Eden Prairie skaters in close pursuit. We got Fetzer closest. A clearing attempt back to Scheibel. He's going to push it across to Julian. Gets just out of his reach for a pass, but picked up by St. Cloud. Anderson on the right side. A quick kind of off-kilter shot, but onto the stick of Julian. Severson looks to push it ahead himself. Trucks along center ice with the puck gingerly tapped around by the St. Cloud players. A quick backhand to put it on net. Goes behind the net, but with Hayden Rutz trying to sneak past and get there just before some of the St. Cloud players. Pushing along the board, trying to get it over to the Will. Sorensen. However, Walt is able to intercept a quick shot. Oh my goodness, what a play!
Beautiful assist there by Walt Eichens into Shea Lett for the goal. One thing I've already noticed, Kevin, is that this rink is so big. They are going to take so many additional steps here. Wow.
Excellent awareness by Shea to be in the right spot and to Walt. Excellent job getting the puck over to him. What a great play. St. Cloud on the attack with 4 Eden Prairie sweaters just surrounding him, trying to get that puck away from him. Around back, Will Sorensen's pushing it along over to Hayden. Hayden's trying to take it out of the zone. Intercepted by St. Cloud. Oh, a quick tussle across the board. Quick long distance shot. Kunkel pushes it wide to the right. Picked up by Walt. Walt along the right board. Takes it out of the Eden Prairie zone into neutral ice. Puck goes back to Sorensen. Sorensen takes it in. Avoids a clearing attempt. Makes a shot from the right-hand side. Oh, couldn't put. Oh!
Hayden Rutz comes in out of nowhere. To that in over the goalie's stick as a ramp while Will Sorensen was losing his balance for the goal. Eden Prairie 2, St. Paul 0. What a start.
Excellent defense there by St. Cloud to get the puck off of Will Sorensen's stick, but Hayden, like a rocket out of nowhere, picks it up and puts her in. Right. So on defense, we're back to the Scheibel-Severson line. These boys push ahead to Christian on the right-hand side. Christian enters into the offensive zone, comes in from the right, has the puck plucked away by a St. Cloud player who's looking to turn around, but Christian still fighting. And, we got a white stick pin. Here we go. Real popular. A lot of kids like the white sticks. Waits, did not go offside. St. Cloud finally goes in. A soft little shot on net, but Eddie escorts to the behind the net. St. Cloud looking to do some motion here. Intercepted by Christian. Christian fights with 2 skaters right in front. Eddie Nairn's back, looks to push ahead, carried around the outside. Does he have trying to do a scoop around, sort of ending around shot, pushed away and ultimately cleared deep in Eden Prairie. Should be ice. And we'll bring it back out to neutral ice. Oh, never check that into the St. Cloud zone.
I'm surprised by admittedly, the start, Eden Prairie coming out really strong to begin this game. The assists have been great to see. It shows that they're ready and already willing to share it with their teammates and come out hard and share the success. It's awesome to see to start the game.
You know, as fun as stats are, I'd be really curious to see what Shea's face-off win percentage is. Because he's awfully good.
I can tell you that here in a moment here, Kevin.
Stats.
You got it. You got it. I'd recently done a build-up of all the face-offs won and lost, and he was like 85 out of 110.
Wow.
And he does it a little. He does it different. He does it more a traditional approach. He tries to push it back towards his defenseman or pull it back to his defenseman rather than push it forward and chase it, kind of like Jason and Will do.
Absolutely.
And so he's been able to get his puck on it or his stick on it and pull it back, and we get control then, and I like to see that.
Jastrow controls in the corner, looking to advance up to Fetzer. Fetzer along the left board, looks to push ahead, but poked away by St. Cloud. Jastrow again, tries to clear. Ooh, St. Cloud able to keep it in, just. A little scuffle. The puck gets close to goal, just a bit wide, but here comes Wilkins, but has it poked away. We're going to try Shea, who's looking to kind of scoop it up to Jastrow, who puts it along the boards up to Fetzer, but meets St. Cloud player. A little back and forth here with the puck behind the net here in the Eden Prairie zone. Sorensen launches it up high over to Parker. Ooh, Parker fighting with the guy, has a good chance to pop it out of the zone. Ooh, it hits a skater as Fetzer brings it out. We'll fight here. Shea's going to pick it up, enters into the offensive zone, passes over to Wilkins, has it taken away. Now we're on defense. Here we go, fellas. Good pressure from behind by Fetzer as Jastrow kind of gets it all. A nifty little play. St. Cloud able to push it to the man waiting right in front of the net.
Eddie gets it off of his pads. He pushes it more up front where they're sitting waiting for it for the rebound. Nobody home to clear it on Eden Prairie side, and just an easy rebound goal for St. Cloud.
A couple numbers being put up on the scoreboard already here in the first period, not even 10 minutes down. St. Cloud off the face-off, enters into the Eden Prairie zone. A quick centering attempt. Didn't quite get to one of the St. Cloud players, but Julian controls along the right board. Looking to pass ahead. He's going to take it out himself into neutral ice. Ends up getting some steam, coming in on the right-hand side, looking to take a backhand shot. Oh, flips the forehand, hits the side of the net and bounces behind. Picked up by a St. Cloud player.
Julian takes about one or two of those a game where he kind of just goes down the ice all by himself. Sees what type of havoc he can make and uses his speed to get around a couple of guys.
Walt is trying to pick up along the board to get it out. Met by three different St. Cloud players. There's a lot of open ice, fellas. Puck does squirt out to neutral ice. As St. Cloud controls, they try to chip ahead and pass to number 11 here. But Julian's on him, getting annoying. The centering pass for a one-timer. He just misses. Picked up by Walt. Come on, bud. Walt quickly passes over, picked up by Hayden on the left wing, who's near center. He's on his strong side. Going to try to take a shot from the circle. Nope, centering attempt intercepted. Bummer. Get it over there, Julian. Here we go. Julian takes a long distance shot, heads a bit wide, and bounces along the boards out of the zone. Back to Scheibel. He'll probably look to pass over to Julian again. He does. Julian's going to kind of push it up to Hayden. Hayden controls on the left-hand side, takes a long distance shot off of a skater, and kind of bounces harmlessly just behind the net. St. Cloud's going to pick it up and look to clear out of here. Quick little pass along the board, but held in by Will Sorensen. Back to St. Cloud. Back to Will Sorensen. Back to St. Cloud, but ultimately squirts out into neutral ice. So watch the offsides, guys. Where's the puck at? It's in a lot of feet, but Walt walks away with it. Plucks it out of the scrum. Battles with one St. Cloud player. Unfortunately, no one home to get the rebound. Jace is there trying to center up. Oh, he just takes him. Gets dumped over. St. Cloud walks away with it, trying to get into center ice, but well defended. Not making it easy on him. Ooh, quick long distance shot from outside the blue line, but Parker picks it up and tries to get some momentum for Eden Prairie to get it out of the zone. Getting frustrated, I think Parker's going to want to take it himself, but ultimately chips it along the boards up to Eddie Narens. And with that, St. Cloud is offside.
Boy, I got into the game a little bit too much there, so missed a couple stats while we were floating through there. So you know, things happen as you get engaged. That's a challenge.
After some quick puck movement, St. Cloud offside. We're going to try that face-off again. Again, the low hand. Both the players in the draw, Shea and the St. Cloud player. Puck squirts in Eden Prairie. Parker tries to pop it up, but a St. Cloud player picks it up. Ooh, we got a penalty, probably, yep, coming on. Who they calling on? Shea? For a trip? I must have missed it.
I missed it too. I saw a kid fall down, but
Yeah.
I didn't feel like anybody was around him.
Parker or Shea? Who did he point at? Well,
Parker's going in. So as we mentioned in prior broadcasts, we do have some strong success in these situations. We're kind of been historically able to control it. Hopefully I don't put my foot in my mouth for like the 4th time this weekend, but only 1 goal allowed so far on a power play by the other team throughout the season in our 22 games. So strong success in these situations. We've got Severson and Sorensen out there for some speed. Naren's out there for some puck control, and then Shea to see if they can't get that puck in position. So, so you know, good position to be able to bring it down the ice here.
Yep. Face-off sort of won by Eden Prairie. Didn't quite go where Shea was pushing, but it ultimately got to Severson, who looks to clear and is able to do so. Nice touch on that pass, Julian. It slowly moves into the St. Cloud zone. We make sure that we're not doing some icing. The St. Cloud tries to advance it up. A little fight along the ball with Eddie Narens, who's able to come away with it. He pushes it in deep. Get a few more seconds clicked off of the penalty in this penalty kill. Shea looking to mix stuff up into the St. Cloud zone, but ultimately St. Cloud moves the puck pretty well and moves it along the left side and dumps in deep. Picked up by Julian. Julian looking to advance and does so. Gets just past Eddie Narens, but over to a St. Cloud player, but out of the zone, who dumps it in, and unfortunately offside for St. Cloud.
I love that, actually. I mean, as a biased broadcast, I think that we can say that is A-okay.
Yep, we'll take it.
We got Hayden Ritz and Shea Lett with goals today, and our assists are from Will Sorensen and Walt Eichen. So we've got some offensive firepower that started this game, and we'd love to see another one get in here before the end of the period.
Julian just pitches the puck out. Nope, little offside too. They're kind of dancing around. I suppose the priority of puck movement is going to kind of conflict with the bigger ice size. These kids might have it in their mind, but both teams that, you know, got to be careful, guys. It's a really big rink, which it is.
Yep.
To be fair. Severson's clearing attempt just sneaks past the St. Cloud player. Jace is in pursuit. Nope, whistled it down for ice.
It changes the game. I mean, we've been in 3 separate rinks now on this weekend. Each one, the rink size has been different, or at least from a perceptual view, it felt different. Particularly the Chisholm one, which is massively smaller than this sheet of ice.
For sure.
And you know, like they were all kind of bottled up, running into each other in Chisholm. And here you got so much ice to roam. It's kind of like how are your legs, you know?
Off the draw, St. Cloud looks to pass to one of the defenders. It was just past his reach and went out to neutral ice. The puck ultimately bounced back in for Eden Prairie, but was sent down for icing. So we'll have a quick face-off now into the Eden Prairie zone. Will Sorensen and Scheibel are in for on the defensively minded side of the puck, joined by Emerson Fetzer and Shea Lett. Shea to take the draw. Looking to pop it back. St. Cloud walks away with it. Looking to pass around the top near the blue line. Pursued by Will, who's able to just gingerly sweep it out as the penalty comes to a close. Parker heads to the bench, and out comes Julian. Oh, check that. Eden Prairie's going to do some changing as the forwards are doing a little shenanigans deep into the St. Cloud zone. Shea battles and ultimately has to push it back behind the net as he doesn't have someone open there. Buy himself a little more time. Someone get out front, guys. Shea's looking for options. Ultimately trying to push it along the wall. Gets to Will Sorensen, who's met by another player from the St. Cloud squad. They pass ahead through center ice. Enter in on the right-hand side. Sweetly defended by Hayden Ritz as he poke checks that one away and takes away a shooting chance. Shea corrals it and brings it up on the right-hand side of the neutral zone, enters in. Unable to get an angle for a shot or a pass. He's well defended and just right on top of him. The puck is ultimately squirted around to Parker. Parker's going to send it back in deep over to Shea. Shea's going to try to get up, but St. Cloud was there as well. They're advancing up to White Stick Kid. I'm just going to refer to him as the White Stick Kid. The clearing attempt is Will going to get it. He swats at it. Where'd it go? Oh,
Offside.
Offside? Okay.
That's another penalty kill on the season there, Kevin. Like I say,
Yep.
I don't know what it is about this team, but when they're in the minority, when it's 5-4, 5-3, they have just done everything they need to do to keep it out of the net, keep it away from Eddie, and make sure it's down on the offensive zone and just quick it down there.
Yeah. That's going to be ice. Yep.
I'll take that puck down here, Kevin. It's time to see something go back in the net.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Goalie's showing some vulnerabilities. There's some holes in there in the net. There's an opportunity to go far along the far post when you're sweeping across the side, and he seems to go and reach for it. So let's do another one here.
It's the single player shot. Might not be the best opportunity, but it's got to be it's going to be a team effort. You know, a pass to somebody who's out front. That's going to be what's going to make the goal come to fruition. Sievert's able to corral the puck here and push it out of the zone softly enough where St. Cloud's able to pick it up. But a quick advance attempt by St. Cloud is met immediately by Hayden and Jace. Jace in the mix, keeping it along the boards, trying to keep it inside of the St. Cloud zone. Hayden in pursuit around the left corner, looking to see if there's someone to pass to. Oh, he tries to push it up and hits a skate of the St. Cloud player. The clearing attempt comes back to Julian. Julian makes a shot on goal, goes a little bit left. Unfortunately, no one's there to redirect. Walt with a quick chance from the side. And St. Cloud with momentum heading the other way. Scheibel trying to be annoying to the St. Cloud player, pushes him wide. So all he can do is a pass attempt and is able to be swatted away harmlessly behind the net and scoops around for a long distance drive here by the St. Cloud player. The rebound, and we're going to try it again if he's able to catch it. Nope, just squirts past number 7 here out to center ice. Nice sweet pass to center. Oh, totally offside. Number 3 had 2 steps on the puck.
Eden Prairie in their first 3 games lost to Hastings 5-2, but were able to battle back to take Proctor 7-2 and Rockridge 5-4 last night. Defense showing up here in the first 15 minutes of the game. 3 minutes left in the first period, 2-1. There's a lot of good fight in this team.
Again, Shea wins the draw. Well done. Ooh, trying to be annoying is Narins. Blackjack on the prowl, down deep. Try to set us up. See if we can get lucky. Bounce the puck off the goalie's back and get it into the net. Christian's going to battle on the side, but the puck neatly scooped up by a St. Cloud player, but nicely poked away by Blackjack. He's deep in pursuit. The centering pass by St. Cloud makes the mark, but swatted away by Eden Prairie. A shot gets nearly to the net, but Parker intercepts and is able to deflect it behind the net. He's looking to advance it up to Eddie Narins, just outside of Ed's reach, and over to St. Cloud, but then Jay somehow gets it and tries to chip it out and is able to do so to clear the zone. Oh, sorry, check that, Sorensen. St. Cloud corrals behind the net, their own net, but a pass attempt grabbed by Christian, gets over to Parker. Parker looks to put it on net, hits a skate, and goes to the corner. Narins advances over to Christian again, who passes it back to Will Sorensen. Sorensen dumps it along the board to get it deep again, get a little more space, while St. Cloud looks to push it along the boards. It's a wide rink, guys. You got to push it a little harder than that, both teams. St. Cloud looking to have an opportunity to get it out of their zone. Is Parker going to hold it? Little scrum. Quick fight. Oh, puck squirts out. Will Sorensen's there to grab it and swat it back in. Ooh, picked up by Eddie Narins. He's alone, but he's got an option with Christian. Over to Christian. Oh, Christian on the rebound. Sent to the goalie. A second attempt by Shea.
Long pass by Eddie Narins into Christian Engebretson. Goalie gets in the way, pops out to Shea Lett, and Shea's not quite able to get the shot on goal there, but Really good awareness by Eddie Narens to see the open lane, see that they were changing personnel, and try and get a good shot opportunity. Heck of an effort by their goalie.
Long shot by Scheibel. Deflects off over to Julian in the corner. Are we going to keep it in, guys? Yep, puck squirts deep. Wilkins is in pursuit. Is met with the St. Cloud player who loses his stick along the board. Julian keeps it in, a little back and forth over to Jace. Jace over to Fetzer. Fetzer, is Scheibel going to get it? Nope, he's going to retreat just a little bit. May have had 1 or 2 steps behind. Quick pass. Oh, they're onside. It's good. Julian looks to pass out to clear the zone. And puck just squirts out to center ice as Jace is trying to get some momentum the other way. Julian with it along the left-hand board, but taken away and trip. He takes a trip from number 6. He's going to take a little timeout for a quick tripping penalty.
Kevin, what was the brewery we went to the first day? What was that called? Boomtown. What do you think your favorite was here? Was it Sammy's or was it Boomtown?
I'm going to go with the pizza place. You're going with the pizza place? I am.
See, I had a smash burger at Boomtown, and boy, was that really tasty. We're just getting good amenities up here.
Yeah. I ain't going to say it was bad. Like, I enjoyed my burger.
30 seconds left in the first period. Eden Prairie 2, St. Cloud 1. Great first period so far. Let's keep it down on our offensive end and see if we can't get a couple shots on net.
Yeah, keep that pressure hot, fellas. I mean, we've definitely seen a couple players on our squad have some real max effort type plays. Shaylett definitely had 1 or 2 for sure. Christian popped in a few times. Obviously Hayden, who's just the wild card, he's just going to do that. That's kind of his thing. And Walter, yes. I don't know, like a rocket. You watch a play, and like, where did he come from? That's but right. Here he is.
Oh, high heart player.
100%.
Super fun to watch.
Oh, quick centering attempt. Will Sorensen looks to put it up. Grabbed by the goalie. Nifty save.
Will with the long shot there. Maybe it's high, maybe it's not. I'm counting it as a shot on goal.
Oh, absolutely.
Through traffic, as a good shot opportunity.
Jace tries his backhand attempt of face off. Interesting technique, but it does work for him. He walks away with it a lot. Will looks to pass ahead over to Parker. Parker chips it over to Shea, and the puck is just kept in the zone by, who was it? Jace, yep. Shea's down deep. St. Cloud intercepts as the period comes to a close.
If everything stands as we've seen, they're going to end up with 2 minutes here of intermission. We're getting 15-minute periods up here in Hibbing, where it's 2 extra minutes. So not only are they skating on a larger rink, they're also getting 6 extra minutes of ice time per game, and so their legs have really had to get under them. I know we're coming right off of the Christmas break, and the very first New Prague game was absolutely disgusting. I know that we won 8-3, but boy, did those boys not look like they ate cookies, a lot of them every single day. And so it's nice to see them getting through this first period. I'm hoping their legs stay on them for 2 more.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully everyone was able to fire down some leftover pasta from last night and get some carbs in the body.
Ed and I stopped out this morning at the Sportsman's. We got some breakfast, and we sit down and we're looking to order. I'm thinking he's going to go for eggs, bacon, whatever, and all he said is, "I want bread." He asked for toast. I said, "You can't just order toast, buddy. We got to get something
like
better."
A French toast or something.
Well, no, so then he goes through it, and they recommended French toast, and it comes out with 4 slices of French toast, and all he did was down it. Didn't put any syrup on top. Just bread. Boy. So there you go. Insight into Eddie Kunkel there.
There it is. Those goalies, man. I don't know. They're a different breed.
They are.
And we love them for it. Let's be honest. I'm a big breakfast guy, so I probably should have done that too, but wanted to get a start on the car. Yeah. Well, I'm going to forget about that and instead focus on some hockey because it's a lot more fun. Jace takes the draw, tries to get it over to Wilkins, but unfortunately St. Cloud controls, chips it ahead, but a little back and forth here with Will Sorensen. As the puck goes to the right side of the neutral zone as the St. Cloud enters in, try a shot attempt, but intercepted and kind of interrupted by Parker. The centering attempt comes back to St. Cloud at the point. They're passing across a long shot, kind of popped away by Ed, and covers up the rebound. Oh, that was awfully close. Nice job, guys.
Couple of tough spots right there. Eddie's had 3 times now where he's, rather than securing it, he's popped it out in front for like another rebound opportunity. Fortunately, able to get away with one there. I'd like to see that moving more towards the side of towards the boards rather than popping back out. It's too easy for the other team.
All right. Trying the zone, Shea's back in. Fetzer to his left. Puck comes away. Jace tries to pluck it out, or Will as he tries to advance, but unfortunately kind of pokes around the side with the St. Cloud players. Parker kind of corral it, looking to move it himself. Parker along the left board into the neutral ice, heading across center, and then into the St. Cloud zone. The long distance shot on goal, easily snagged up by St. Cloud, but you never know. A rebound could pop over.
It's okay to take those opportunities every once in a while. Would have been nice to see him get a little bit closer before he did it. A little bit too slow of a shot, especially given the extra distance.
So Severson Scheibel defensive line is in. Rutz is right in front of the net. Fetzer looking to push it and battle with a St. Cloud player. A pass back to Julian. He's going to look to take a mini slapper. Oh, intercepted up front. Tried to chip in by some of our forwards, but ultimately controlled by St. Cloud. Quick battle with Hayden there, allowing Shea the opportunity to come try to get the puck, but ultimately over to Hayden. Hayden enters in on the left-hand side along the boards, but Eden Prairie's going to be offside here as Julian chips it in deep.
2 players who have really impressed me this weekend are Hayden Ritz and Christian Engebretson. 2 guys who maybe don't come up all of the time in each one of our games, but have been really skating quick. They've been able to control the puck. They've been causing some chaos down near the net. And so just really impressive by those 2 this weekend.
It's fun to watch Christian too, because he's such a tall kid and he's got some wonderful reach. Like, boy, his range just allows him to kind of like be annoying, get his stick into places of poking away a puck from an offensive player on the other team, just to be that much more effective. A clearing attempt by Scheibel, but the quick shot on goal deflected by Julian. Julian battles along the boards. A quick pass to the point for St. Cloud. The longest shot, sort of pass. Doesn't quite go to where St. Cloud was looking, but Shea's got it under control on the right-hand side, out to center ice. St. Cloud doing some pretty good movement here as they're going to try to enter in, but ultimately dumps in deep. Julian back to collect. Weighs his options. Is he going to take it or push it up himself? He's going to try to do a quick chip out. And no ice because it was grabbed by a St. Cloud player off the skates of Christian, but we're going to be offsides here. Shea, again, with another high-effort play by Shea to try to intercept and, like, be a part of that particular play. Ultimately kind of loses an edge and goes down, but great effort from these boys. Very awesome to see how they're working. Right. Jace off the draw. Puck gets to Christian, who's going to try to take a quick shot here and does. Oh, he almost nails the top left corner just a little high. The zone kept by Parker. Parker's going to advance it a few steps, take a quick shot high, but it goes a bit left. Puck still along the boards. Is Jace going to box out this player and get it to Will Sorensen? He does. Will tries to push it back in, but it hits a St. Cloud player and bounces onto the stick of another player. Parker's back on defense, intercepts with his skates. Nice work. He's going to take it back out to neutral ice. Pass across to Christian. Christian enters in along the center of the zone. Looking for an option. Oh, boy, there's a lot of traffic around his stick. He can't quite pull the trigger. He ultimately goes behind the net, looks to pass along the boards over to Parker. Parker's brick picks it up, sends it back down deep. Back to Christian. Christian looking for options. Picks it up, comes on the right side, takes a quick shot. Back to Parker. Parker passes over to Will. Nice job. Will tries a backhand to get it closer to the net. Unfortunately, hits a St. Cloud skater, but corralled by Jace, who looks to send a backhand out front. Intercepted by St. Cloud. St. Cloud the other way. Oh, right to Will. He pokes it away. Got a mini foot chase. St. Cloud player is back to get it, number 11.
Like I said, man, Christian Engebretson has been impressing, and boy, and during that entire about minute and a half stretch there, he had 2 shots on goal and really controlled the puck for a long period of time for Eden Prairie. Just kind of out there and nearly gets that goal. Boy, that was a fun one.
Parker corrals while St. Cloud does a change. He tries to do a nifty backhand pass. Unfortunately, not enough gas to get it around the boards fully, but Will's there to grab it. And the shot attempt is swatted away by Parker. Parker along the board again, does a quick little battle. And safely grabbed by Sorensen, who kind of blocks a kind of a softish shot. A little back and forth along the board here is probably going to be the name a lot of the game here is a lot of the along the board play. You get tired if you can't push it out fully. I mean, you always have that valve of that safety valve to kind of advance the puck along the board or clear it out. Parker with a quick shot, unfortunately goes left and bounces behind the net. Walt's in the neighborhood. He's looking for options. He scoops and goes left again. He's taking it deep. Going to try to center up if he can, but defended by number 10 on St. Cloud very nicely. Puck ultimately corralled by number 8. Ooh. Hayden trying to get in the mix of this kid, and he nearly got it away from him and had the puck go beyond the St. Cloud player. Walt fighting along the board, and the puck walks away from him and into the stick of the St. Cloud player. But Hayden, again, second effort here, brings it to the center of the neutral zone as he kind of curves back and forth to try to get it in. Looks to center up. No one's quite home, and it was a little behind the net. Hopefully we can get a defender in. Puck back to Scheibel, who tries to advance it on net. Unfortunately, no one's right in front to crash. St. Cloud grabs it and controls behind the net.
I'd love to see a Cole Scheibel slapper here in the near term. I would just love to see the heat come off of that stick and see if number 1 can handle it.
Wouldn't we all? Yeah. Of all people, mostly Cole Scheibel. Eden Prairie plays a little catch in the corner here. It gets away from Hayden and onto the stick of the St. Cloud player. Centers up. Nifty little move there. Number 3 can skate. Look out, guys. Dumps in. They're not offsides. St. Cloud going to do a change with Julian coming the other way. Uh-oh, is it time? It's time for the Julian Sievertson pain train. Here we go. Takes a quick shot from the left side. Oh, just hits a St. Cloud defender. Bummer.
Let's talk about a long shift right here, Kevin. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're headed to a minute 3 of this particular period on this same shift. Nice. I know that they've had to dump out some players to keep it going, but
tip!
They're going to keep it going.
They didn't give him an icing? Oh, boy. Who to touch?
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, we're back out to neutral ice. St. Cloud kind of controls. They're going to attack from the right-hand side. Long distance shot, just wide of the net, corralled up by Wilkins. Wilkins looking to clear it, but ends up fighting with a St. Cloud player in the corner. Controlled by Scheibel, who pushes it back along the boards out to Wilkins again. Long distance shot intercepted by Julian, who's going to bring it the other way and clear out to neutral ice. St. Cloud tries to dump it back in. Quick chip shot right into the teeth of Emerson. Bummer. Scheibel on the prowl, trying to make some action here. He wants a little piece of this too. He enters in and had an opportunity. Ultimately gets dumped down, and he's going to get a trip against him. He drew the penalty off of number 16.
Great work, Paul. He's charging forward, creating some chaos in the system, and boy, does he get some anxiety on number 16, and they got to pull him down before he can get the shot off. I don't know if it's perception or reality, Kevin, but it feels like Eden Prairie is doing a better job of moving the puck, getting each player involved, whereas St. Cloud's really chasing after on their own, and they're getting forechecked away quite a bit.
I feel it's safe to say, I don't have obviously a stopwatch to confirm, but I feel like we have controlled at least puck possession.
Yep.
We've spent more time in their zone and between neutral and their zone, where we feel like we're in control than necessarily the opposite. What a great opportunity here. We got Parker up at the point. And he's not afraid to take a long distance shot if he gets it from Shea's trying to get it back to Sorensen, but unfortunately St. Cloud wins the draw per se. Puck along the boards. The St. Cloud player looks to take it out himself. Passes ahead, almost kept in by Will. Bummer. Quick little battle, pulls it off of his stick as Wilkins pursues on the right-hand side, has it taken away by St. Cloud and out to center ice. Hayden with a nifty little move to pull it right back in with that pink tape stick. He puts a shot on goal, a rebound, swatted away by St. Cloud. Hayden in the corner puts a whole load of Hayden's butt right into a St. Cloud player, and he falls over, but St. Cloud controls, heads the other way. Long distance shot, nabbed sweetly by Eddie. Nice save, fella. Way to go.
It's that glove save up high as he's trying to protect down low at the same time. Will was out there battling the skater and shooter, and so he gets his stick on it. Maybe causes some disruption, but Eddie, good focus to be able to secure that.
All right. Off the draw. So Parker controls behind the net and looked advanced up to Hayden. Unfortunately, St. Cloud intercepts, but right to the stick of Hayden. Hayden enters into neutral ice and looks to attack, coming in from the right-hand side. It's his offside, so he's going to try to scoop around to get on the foreside. Ooh, makes contact with number 10 on St. Cloud. The puck gets back and pushes back to Parker. Parker's going to pass it across to Will. Will's going to line up, take a long-distance shot. Glove save from St. Cloud. Nice save. What a good job on that one.
Very good swing pass out there by Jaskro, who gets it over to Sorensen. Had some heat on it, so there was a lot of space in this Olympic-sized rink for Will to gather and take a hard shot. The goalie just gloves it, he secures it. So not enough bodies in the way to create vision challenges.
Shea takes a quick shot, but hits a St. Cloud player. Chipped back to Will. Is he able to keep it in? He is. Along the board, St. Cloud to tic-tac-toe, but Will grabs it again. Makes a nifty move, goes centers up, tries to take a shot, but it hits a player on the along the way. Oh, he's no goal. Hayden in the backhand, and he called it off.
No!
Referee was right there, said it didn't go in, but Hayden with a wonderful opportunity.
I could have sworn I had a better view than the ref there, and I'm pretty sure that thing went in.
We got video evidence. Let's get the replay.
That's right. Maybe
Face
a little
off the
bias
draw over to Will. Will lines up for a long distance shot, goes a little wide left. Hayden in pursuit. Parker the safety valve. Parker grabs it. Looking to center him. Oh, and make a nifty shot, but is taken off of the stick by the St. Cloud player. St. Cloud has numbers the other way. Will in the way. Ooh, nice defensive play by Will. A centering attempt by St. Cloud. Swatted away. Jason pursuit. Tried to pluck it out. Is able to get out to center ice. The puck is wobbling deep into the St. Cloud zone. As St. Cloud grabs it, Jason intercepts to keep it in. Ooh, a clearing attempt hits the St. Cloud player, and it just squirts back to the zone. Will looks to dump it back into the St. Cloud zone. Shea in pursuit. Oh, we're going to be offsides. Look for options. Sorensen's going to take a little time, head to center ice. Ooh, he's taken down. He's going to draw a penalty on number 11.
Good job by Will Sorensen. As he goes towards the middle of the ice, he's drawing contact, and he's able to still, even though he's drawing contact in case it is, he's still flinging it up towards the offensive zone to keep it free, to Prairie, give them a better chance than just falling down. So aggressive play by him.
Yep. Momentum can come in many forms, and whether or not you are taking it yourself with two of your wingers, or you're just launching the puck as well or as best you can in the correct direction, we'll take it.
Eddie Wilkins taking a face off.
Ooh, Scheibe looks to advance ahead, but hits a defender. Hayden along, check that. Nairn's along the board as St. Cloud passes across to the other board. Julian pokes it out to center ice. St. Cloud sends it back into Julian. Julian sends it back out again. Tried to get on goal, but touched by a St. Cloud player who grabs it in the St. Cloud zone. Clearing attempt almost swatted down by Eddie Nairns. But Scheibel on defense of number 15. Sweetly poked away. Nice defense, fellas. Julian advances along the boards to Fetzer. But St. Cloud player dumps it back deep. Scheibel on it, looking to do something. It's a big swing around. The puck bounces back to Julian. Julian's chip shot of a clearing attempt unfortunately hits the St. Cloud player. Ooh, into the boot of the same player. He swats it out the center to number 10 on St. Cloud. Oh, almost got it from him. Fetzer trying to fight this guy to prevent St. Cloud from getting in the zone, but ultimately poked away by Eddie Wilkins. And St. Cloud is offside as they attempt to move in from their left-hand side.
3 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the second period. No goals yet this period. I believe the shots on goal is going to be tilted towards Eden Prairie if when we go back and take a look at it here as the period ends. A lot of aggressive play. They're controlling their own on the defensive side.
Jace walks away with it and looks to pass over to Hayden. Hayden on the left-hand side has it poked away by St. Cloud. St. Cloud grabs it and heads the other way. Quick pass ahead to the skates of one of their own players. Little pass around the neutral zone, but here comes Hayden. Hayden swats at it and sends it deep into St. Cloud zone. Puck rolls behind the net. Jason, hot pursuit. Here he comes. Oh, little Jace butt to push that kid out of the way. Box him out, guys. Here comes Hayden kind of fighting with number 11. Is it 11? 12. Check that. From St. Cloud. Parker has it just kind of scored just past him. He almost kept in the zone, but here comes St. Cloud. Oh, boy, a bar down by the St. Cloud player. What a shot. That was a tough one. Woo-wee.
Will Sorensen left out all alone by himself with two guys, one left, one right. He's got to make the decision. He probably makes the appropriate one. That was a hard shot. Yeah, it goes right off the top of the post, essentially bounces down. Whether or not that counted in or not, they put in the rebound right after it. Eddie's left out to dry, Will's left out to dry, and they both kind of just did the best they could.
That was a tough one. It was the right defensive call on Sorensen's part. He was all alone, and so was the St. Cloud player. He had no outlet to pass to, so you got to defend the guy, not the future play. And unfortunately, St. Cloud puts it in and ties this one up. St. Cloud the other way. Skater blows right past Scheibel, but poked away by Julian. Scheibel looks to poke it around behind to try to get it over to Christian along the boards, but corralled by Julian. Julian makes some momentum the other way, but taken away by St. Cloud. A little fight along the boards. It's a foot race. We got 3-on-1. All three of our guys, if we can keep this zone. Come on. Christian walks away with it, looks to center up. Oh, he doesn't get all of it, but unfortunately bounces behind the net. Shea in hot pursuit, as is all the rest of our forwards. Pass back to Julian. Julian takes a quick slap, hits some skates in front. He's able to keep the zone. Oh, he was just outside of the zone, so Eden Prairie is going to be offside.
Not always the worst thing to be able to bring in some fresh legs, get some clear heads, and get regrouped here. As far as shots on goal here, I mean, Eddie's only seen 7 shots on goal. Eden Prairie's put 13 of their own. So from the shots on goal perspective, Eden Prairie's in full control. Well, the score is still 2-2. I'd seen a couple of hard shots, but defense is doing their thing.
Ooh. The Blackjack has picked it up. He's going to have a drive on net, hit some traffic out front. As Eddie Narens picks it up again, try to scoop some deep over for Shea. Shea's going to do a quick battle along the boards, but Narens and Shea. But ultimately, St. Cloud walks away with it. Quick pass ahead, just outside of the reach of their leading attacker, but bounces around to Christian. Here comes Christian. Oh, just couldn't get it past the skates of the St. Cloud player. Shea's going to dump it in deep. It just squirts it in. I think it hit the ref's leg, so it didn't go too far. Christian with an opportunity, but swatted away by St. Cloud. Parker's going to try to get in to prevent this clearing attempt, and he does. He keeps the zone, but ultimately squirts out. Again, it's Will, one-on-one. Oh, swatted away neatly by Sorensen. Excellent stick play. And everybody tumbles into the corner after that one.
Will Sorensen typically doesn't play defense, and I'll say the first couple games, it was a learning experience, but now he seems to be settled in.
Oh, quick centering attempt to Christian. Couldn't get past the goalie. Bummer. Parker keeps the zone. Looks to take a long distance shot. It's a bit wide to the left. Bounces behind the net. Jace in pursuit. Jace along the boards. Boxes out the player. Over to Will. Will takes a quick slap on net. A neat save by the St. Cloud netminder. Nice job. Nice shot and nice save.
Good movement. That had a bit of a tail on the shot. The goalie's able to get it kind of into his elbow area rather than gloving it, and that had a lot to do with the movement that was on the shot.
Right. Jace on the draw. Trying to pop it away here and almost gets it, but St. Cloud grabs it. Looking to clear. Yep, the little chip shot. Almost kept him by Will. We're going to have to regroup. He backhands it to put it in, but unfortunately Wilkins is one step inside the blue line.
11 seconds taken off the clock, though. There's 49 seconds remaining. It's 2-2 heading into the third period, so it'll be anybody's game if we can get out of this. Let's see if we can't use this positioning to get it back in the offensive side.
Same crew. Jace does a signature poke ahead. Face-off win. Sorensen ultimately gets it and dumps it in deep. Wilkins in the neighborhood. Is he going to grab it from it? Oh, centering attempt hits Eddie. Ultimately along the board. Are we going to get it, fellas? Oh, we're trying to fight to keep it in the zone. Some stick fighting here. Come on, who's going to walk away with it? Oh, it ultimately is out of the zone. Pass back to Parker. Unfortunately, the pass is just a little off target. And the St. Cloud player bowls over Parker and squirts the puck just a little deeper. Nope, no penalty there. That's not a penalty, kids. Come on now. Fight along the board. Parker in the mix. He swats it away from the St. Cloud player's stick and to the other side of the zone to the opposite board. Advances ahead to Wilkins. Wilkins looking to pluck it away. There goes Fetzer. Puck out to neutral ice as we close out the period. Now knotted up at 2-2.
What a two-period route. The even teams, I mean, I do personally believe Eden Prairie is controlling the puck more. There may be some stronger shooting skills on this St. Cloud team, but from a speed perspective, they're very equal. And so there's been a lot of big challenges. Hayden Ritz almost throws one in with a backhanded swirling shot, which was cool to see. Christian Engebretson comes off the top post. Like, it could be 4-2 right now, pretty simply, and it's just unfortunately not. But they're playing their hearts out, and they get one more period to go show it.
And puck movement has been good too. When we talk about passing, for example, right? So there's going to be multiple factors that go into a good pass, right? You have to have spatial awareness. You have to, anticipate where your target is going to be and pass to that area. And I think Eden Prairie's had a decent amount of success doing so. The passing's been good. It's been generally on target to intended target. And I think that's certainly kept them in this game as well, especially in the face of having such a wide, sheet of ice to play on here today.
If you've never heard the cheer or know what they're saying over there, if you've just been listening in, essentially they scream forecheck, back check, paycheck. And so that is their cheer, and just filling you in if you've never been able to hear it.
So Shea Roots and Walt on our forwards here. Shea walks away with it as we enter into the offensive zone. Walt's going to pursue quick and try to grab it. The St. Cloud comes the other way. Julian and Scheibel to beat. Ooh, nifty play by Shea. Shea lifts the St. Cloud player's stick right off of the puck as he was trying to advance to the net. Oh, boy. Scoops around backside of the net. And he didn't get his right leg blocker over just in time, so he was just able to do a quick ending around to get it into the net, putting St. Cloud up for the first time in this game.
St. Cloud 3, Eden Prairie 2. I don't know if it's a mental or a physical thing. He just happened to have a wraparound goal and some space, and he poked it in too easily. I'll have to talk to Eddie after that one to see what was going on, because I can't quite tell if he lost the puck or what.
Yeah, it may have been closer to the net than he thought. I thought with Hayden over there, the puck was closer to the boards and not closer to the net side of the players. Puck's on its way to ice, but it's slowed down just enough for Parker to pick it up first. So Parker picks it up, tries to get it over to Hayden. The St. Cloud player puts it on net, but hits some traffic on the way. Here comes Walt. Walt's going to do a little fight. It gets pushed over by the St. Cloud player along the boards. But back to Parker behind the net. Looks to advance it up to Hayden. Hayden's got it. Hayden has it swatted away, but Parker's there to corral it. Hayden picks it up again. Going to try to get some momentum as he niftily passes over to Walt. There we go. Walt tries the center attempt. Didn't get all of it, but couldn't quite pull the trigger on all. Ooh, boy, I don't know. Was that a trip on White Stick guy? Uh-oh. Yep, they gave it to him. White Stick kid's going into the sin bin.
Now that Eden Prairie's down, it's going to take some extra special effort to make sure that they can get some shots on goal, keep their legs under them, make sure that they're still fighting throughout these 15 minutes. It's only one goal. It's time to get it back. We haven't seen a goal since the first period, and it's time.
Connolly will take the draw and is able to get it back to Will Sorensen. He's going to line up, take a long distance shot, and hits the defender along the way. Another advance attempt by Jace. Passes it back to Will. Will looking for options as he tries to corral it, but is met with a St. Cloud player. Puts a pass ahead, bounces off with a lot of his skates. And St. Cloud's able to control and ultimately squirt it out in the center ice. Parker along the left-hand side, gonna pass it up. Jace picks it up. Quick little nifty pass to get it up to Shea. Shea's fought and has it plucked away from him. Wilkins looks to take a quick little weird shot from a sharp angle, trying to chop it up toward the net. Quick scoop in by Jace, but unfortunately skips past the net and over to St. Cloud players as they're looking to advance it out. Eden Prairie still somehow controls. Wilkins looks at his options, heads to the left side. Was pushed over. It wasn't a trip. And the skater blows past Parker. Their bench is calling to have it pushed in deep. I think they're going to want to change, and they do, but intercepted by Will Sorensen. They're on a change, guys. Get going. Will's got to turn on the wheel, so he comes to the left-hand side. Left from the left face-off circle, makes a move, takes a quick shot on goal. Does it score it in? It does! Yes! Oh, yeah! Will Sorensen somehow squirts the puck past the goalie.
I'm going to give that to Shea Lett, who followed it up, basically ends up in the net as it's behind him. Eden Prairie 3, St. Cloud 3. And no one called it up, so I hope that there's no additional discussion here, as that looked pretty clearly a goal. All that Shea Lett does is fall into the net.
Got some hotly contested play here. What's going on?
I'm going to give it to Shea with the assist on Will, because for sure Shea's body put that thing in. And
Shea's body, yeah. It's an absolute pile of hockey players right in front of the net. The St. Cloud's got some momentum coming the other way. Julian looks to take a shot away, and he does. Pops back. Scheibel collects behind the net, looks to swat ahead to Christian. Christian along the boards, looking to push it out. Boxes out some other players to make space for Jace. But Jace has it plucked away just off of his stick. Fortunately, Blackjack looks to pick it up and head the other way himself. Center of the rink has it poked away to Christian's stick. Christian looks to grab it, but it's swatted away by St. Cloud to the left board. St. Cloud looking to clear out of the zone, but Jace is fighting for it, trying to keep it back in, sends it to the center, but no one's there to grab it. The goalie collects and stops the play.
To go back a couple of shots, if you remember Eddie Wilkins' shot from almost behind the net there, he had success in our prior game with that same shot. Looked like basically a 0-degree angle shot and was able to put it at the top of the net. So I'm sure he's like, let's do it again.
Let's do it again. It worked once. Why not a second time?
That's right.
Shea's in, looking to get some momentum here, guys. Ooh. St. Cloud just pulls it away. Neatly defended by Christian, trying to use that long reach. St. Cloud skater with a quick opportunity, nifty play, but the shot was sent just wide right. Puck ultimately gets out to neutral ice, swatted ahead by Christian, a little too close to the goalie, who touches it and pushes it off target. Puck's just out of zone. Julian looks to chip it back in and does so. So we'll get a change here for EP.
We get that face-off near the blue line and near our offensive zone. If we can get some momentum pushing it in there with the right individuals, I feel really confident with where we're at. Love seeing Ritzy out there and Ishins, and let's see if Shea can win this one too.
Shea kind of muscles the face-off forward into the St. Cloud zone, but those kids grab it and head back the other way into Eden Prairie. Neatly defended by Parker, who gets his legs right in between the stick and the puck into the St. Cloud player. Ooh! Little contact, pretty spicy against Shea as he crossed over into the St. Cloud zone. Puck's moving along the boards. Parker kind of must have tripped it up with his skates. He looks to make a centering pass up front. As St. Cloud still tries to chip it ahead. Out of the reach of Parker's stick. Here comes Will trying to defend. Quick shot, well over the net by the St. Cloud player. Oh, a puck squirts out to neutral ice. Perfect. Quick pass around as Hayden tries to get all up in this guy's business, and he does. Has to wait a beat and try again, and ultimately sends it deep. Parker within the corner looks to clear it out, up to Hayden. Hayden gets a just pass to St. Cloud player. He's got friends to his right, looking to take it of himself, coming in from the left-hand side. Tries to swat it toward the net, but unfortunately popped away by a St. Cloud player. Jace in pursuit. Centering attempt, or a clearing attempt, picked up by Parker, who tries to send it on net, hits some traffic in the middle. Jace picks it up. He's got a chance here. He's got some space. Tries to center up to Hayden. Unfortunately, hits the St. Cloud player against the wall here. Quick, get to it, fellas. Chase somehow walks away with it, takes a quick sharp angle shot that the goalie does grab and puts right in the breadbasket.
Nice shot from Jace off on the far side. It bounces off that goalie. Only Walt is sitting there. He's the
Just
only one
ready.
in the zone.
Thirsty, just waiting
He
for
sees
it.
that open net on the backside. Anything happens, there's another goal there. So good attempt by Jace to take that, even though goalie secures it.
Ooh, Shea off the draw. Tries to pass it over, I think, to Julian, but it bounces off of Fetzer's skate. Unfortunately, to the stick of the St. Cloud player. Centering pass just sweetly grabbed by Shea. Way to be annoying, guys. Nice job. As the puck kind of dances around center ice here. Julian on the boards. Trying to fight with this player on St. Cloud. Tries to clear it out. Chips it ahead to Shea. And Shea's able to carry it. Sweeps it over to Fetzer. Fetzer looks to push it in. Has to check up. As Wilkins kind of pushes it in on his favorite side, on the right-hand side. Ultimately pushes it across to the boards on the far side. Back to Julian. Julian looking to center up, but met by the stick of the St. Cloud player. Oh, a pass by St. Cloud, intercepted by Julian. Oh, somehow this kid keeps it in. Long distance shot that somehow bounces tic-tac-toe style. Unfortunately, just over. I think it went over Eddie's right leg. I couldn't really see from here, but boy, that was a lucky goal. But
a slew of tips along the way. I believe it hit off the side of his pad and just happened to go in.
That is a puck luck goal right there, if I ever saw one.
That's been the case in both of the B1 games we've had so far today. There's been a lot more tips. Yeah, a little bit more confusion for Eddie to see the angles, etc. that's happening down there, and just stuff's been going in.
Yep. Parker looking to push it out, but the puck ultimately goes deep into the Eden Prairie zone. St. Cloud looking to center up another scooping around, picked up by Parker. Looks to clear, but a long distance shot is well wide of the net, harmlessly into the corner, but then over to a St. Cloud player. They look to center up to the point, long distance shot again, deflected by Parker's stick. Didn't quite make it to Eddie. Good job, guys. Parker's going to battle down low again and pushes it past the St. Cloud player, but he's just a little bit closer. Tries to center up to his friend who's just right next to him. Squirts past, but over to Blackjack. Ooh, who's dumped by number 11. That's going to be a penalty. That's the second one for number 11, Rutrow.
Need some goals, Eagles. Let's go!
So that's the second trip that we've had for number 11. We got to capitalize, fellas. 7:47 to go in this game, down by 1. Ain't saying they're not trying, because they certainly are. Boy, I mean, just keep up what you're doing. This has been so much fun to watch this game. Hayden thirsty for a shot chance. Pass back to Will Sorensen. Sorensen takes a shot, hits a skater in front, and St. Cloud looks to move the other way. Is he able to intercept him before he gets in? Nope, he's got some speed. Oh, they're going to call him for that. Oh, no.
Clearly going after the puck there. Incidental contact while you're coming into the side. It's not like he goes after him for roughing. Nope. He's not there for tripping. This is a poor call.
I think that one's might be the weakest one we've seen today. Bummer. Well, so Hayden's going to take a seat. The 6-7 is going to have a seat down. Bummer. So Hayden's going to relax here for a minute and a half. And yes, it will be the full minute and a half because we're going to kill this one off. But we are even strength now at 4-on-4. The time of the penalties, both of them are about only, 20-ish seconds apart?
Yeah.
So we'll get some 4-on-4 hockey here for a bit. Long distance shot saved nicely by Eddie. Just grabbed it right in between his blockers. No problem.
7 minutes, 22 seconds remaining. We've got to get our offense back on there, see if we can't create something. We are too close to this game not to pull this one out, at least get into overtime right now.
Long distance shot swatted down by Parker. He just grabbed it with his left hand and just pushed it to the ice. Oh boy, how's that not interference or something? Holy cats. Sorensen was dumped by number 9 on St. Cloud.
Even the Hastings boys down here are raising their hands saying that's egregious.
Ooh, nifty move by 6, but Will is able to just take control. Parker's able to clear the zone. A little back and forth along the boards here. St. Cloud going to try to get off on a shift in this, again, 4-on-4. Parker's going to have to wheel, burn some time, get it deep. Parker's going to come in from the right side. He's going to try to center himself up to a strong shooting side. Takes a quick shot, bounces off of a St. Cloud player. Bounces off a St. Cloud player on its way to the net. It almost goes in. Boy, that's the best one. But you get help from the other team to put it in.
Exactly. All three of our guys are sitting back, though, while Parker's skating. We needed one of them to head towards the net. That way there was somebody there to help that shot out. I know that we had...
Oh, 1-2 chime. Oh, he doesn't shut her down. Oh, he does. There.
Oh, my.
Off the draw, Will Sorensen with a one-timer attempt. Right on net, boy. Kudos to their goalie. I mean, he's pretty good. Come on. Parker's got it. He's looking to advance ahead, but it chips and like a sand wedge off of number 4's stick. Bounces straight up into the air. 11 coming in strong for St. Cloud. Takes a quick shot, and it hits the top left corner. Just over Eddie's stick side. Bummer. Oh, it was a great shot.
Really good shot on that one. He hits exactly where he's going for it. Eddie, I mean, that spot in about 2 years, that shot's never going in again. He's going to be too tall. But in this game right now, it just is. It's outside of his reach, ability to lift up high. Good shot.
Great shot. It's a good effort on the 4-on-4. So we've got... Why is it even strength? We should have just a couple seconds of power play left here. Well, whatever. Fetzer kind of backhands to push it in deep so we can pursue. A clearing attempt along the boards, just gets past Jace. And a player from St. Cloud gets past Julian. Scheibel looking to swat it away, but in comes Wilkins. Back to Julian. Julian looks for it. He kind of loses it at his feet, but picked up by a St. Cloud player who puts it on net. Grabbed nicely by Eddie to close down that play.
This game's not over. There's still 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Put one in. We can always pull the goalie, put six players on the ice. There's still a good opportunity here to come back.
Yeah, it is possible to get 2 goals within 20 seconds of each other. So yeah, we got time. High shot, way left and over. About four different skaters on its way to the back. Another centering drive by St. Cloud. Lines up, blocker saves Eddie. Nice job. Jace picks it up and looks to get it out of this zone. Oh, defended by White Stick guy. There he is. Who picks up the net and passes back to one of his defenders. St. Cloud looking to push it over, but Jace tries to push it in deep. Fetzer sweeps it over to Wilkins, but swatted away by St. Cloud. Back to Scheibel. He's going to try to take it in himself, get some momentum. From the right-hand side, takes a shot. On goal, but the save made by the goalie. Glove grab, nice job.
Good movement by Cole Scheibel. He's been having several good shots on goal throughout this weekend. I mean, again, I just need that. I need that slapper to go in. That one's not quite a slapper there, but I think he's going to get another shot.
The kids have nicknames. Cole Scheibel's is Pickles. I tell them we need to get them spicy pickles. Get the spicy pickles. Quick battle along the board for Shea. Tries to get it over to Hayden. I checked that. Naren's unable to do so.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. A pass gets away from Will, but the shot goes well wide to the right. Parker back trying to clear it out of the zone and does so. The puck is squirting down. Is going to be ice. No ice. A tipped. Oh, the players grabbed it anyway. St. Cloud's able to get it out of the zone. Quick met by Blackjack, but he's dumped by the player that just ran into him. Shea's there too, trying to get the puck off of the boards and over to someone who can help him. Ooh, St. Cloud walks away with it. Swatted away by Parker. Parks pushes it into the corner. Really, really sharp angle shot. Oh boy, if they had somebody out front that would have tipped that one in, that was a high risk. Sorensen behind the net looks to advance it ahead over to Blackjack Narens. The puck just gets out of the zone, but they are offsides as the St. Cloud player pushed it in while the rest of the team was still in the offensive zone. Boy, it ain't for lack of trying. These guys are effort has been high, and they know the stakes. They want to win. They're kids.
Yeah, I think of any of the B1 teams, they've actually felt some level of anxiety throughout this game. They've gotten out of some separation here towards the end, but
get out of there!
Oh, there it is. Not able to clear enough right there, and they just slowly leaks out underneath that, and it's open on the far side for an easy putback.
Yeah. Julian held off on the attacker, number 11, as long as he could, just holding his stick, preventing 11's stick from making any sort of advancement toward the goal.
Right.
But somehow the puck squirts across the crease and gets popped in by another player. I didn't catch which one actually put it in or not.
St. Cloud 6, Eden Prairie 3 here nearing the end of the third period. We got 4 minutes to go.
Yep. Certainly
Been more of a battle than this score seems to indicate at this stage, as they get another good shot on net.
Yep. It's 11 again. Boy, this kid's due for a change, wouldn't you say? Goodness. Anyway, we'll do a face-off just to Eddie's left. So Eden Prairie with some fresh skaters out here. The draw gets past as Hayden is dumped in the corner, tangled up with one of the St. Cloud players. Parker's back with it, looks to the center, check net. Clear it, hits Hayden's skates, but bounces off a couple other people's on its way out to center ice. Hayden trying to push it ahead. Quick battle, but there's a lot of black sweaters in the way. St. Cloud collects. The pass gets past the intended target right to the stick of Parker, who looks to push it ahead. Oh, we're going to call it ice here. Nope. One says ice, one says waved off. But St. Cloud grabs it and looks to move it the other way. Parker in the mix getting annoying. Uh-oh, he's dumped by the stick of number 3. I wouldn't call that a trip. And Parker is slow to get up. Very slow to get up. As Wilkins goes back to corral it. Kind of pushes it across to Will on the opposite end of the zone. Puck's picked up, the loose puck picked up by number 11. He scoops back around, trying to advance it, but defended sweetly by Will Sorensen. Clearing attempt is made, and St. Cloud is offsides as 12 was still in the zone.
Parker Jastrow was going off there quite gingerly. Clearly he had hit his knee or something along the way. He was basically limping off the ice.
Lower body injury.
Yes.
Lower body injury.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Jace, Fetzer, Wilkins. What do we got, fellas? Well, St. Cloud walks away with it. A quick shot.
No, mine.
Well wide. The rebound attempt. Eddie, unfortunately, was out of position after the first shot. Just a bit to the right, and number 7 sees his opportunity, takes it, and puts it to the right side of the net.
Too many of them, Eddie. He keeps pushing them out, but he's pushing them out and not back, or just letting them slide off and move out. So there's been way too many rebound opportunities, particularly in this third period. Something to continue to work on for him in his development.
Wilkins off, Roots on. Goes back, come on. Cole, don't just wait for it, go get it. Here comes Julian. Tries to get away from White Stick Kid to clear the zone. Ultimately on the stick of Jace, who advances it up to Hayden. Hayden on the right side looks to center up himself. Comes across and sticks to the right. You want to scoop around. Get on the forehand, a nice blocker save. The zone, he just missed it. To avoid offsides, Julian knew he had to kind of check up. Just gets it back to Hayden. In the right corner, a clearing attempt. It just leaks over. Emerson's looking to just dump it back in. Ooh, hard off of the clearing attempt by St. Cloud hit another player in the face. Right in his face mask as the puck careens back out.
Good thing those helmets are on over there. Maybe those coaches need to think about it next time they're out.
Well, at least a mouth guard or something. I mean,
right.
Come on. Shea's going in for the draw. He's able to pop it away. The puck does squirt into the St. Cloud zone, but it's grabbed by them and advanced out. Along the boards are Shea, Hayden. Who's that over there? St. Cloud controls. Will tries to drive from the point, but hits some traffic along the way. Shea's going to try to turn around to get it in there. Oh, nifty grab by the goalie. He had Christian right in his face, too, and he was still able to snag it with his glove.
Good movement by Shea Lett. He's able to get around a guy, get a shot off. Maybe a little wide, maybe a little not, but showing some elusiveness with the puck.
Boy, they're awfully slow at stopping the clock for a stoppage of play.
They want this 7-3 done.
Ooh. Pass attempt by Julian to try to get over to Will was intercepted, and a lot of traffic caught up with him. As St. Cloud's offsides as they try to push it into the Eden Prairie zone. Quick personnel swap here. Tribal coming out with Eddie Narens as Julian and Hayden head off. Still on the ice is Shea, Will Sorensen, and Engie. Shea trying to push it forward, but St. Cloud able to move the puck back into the zone where Scheibel grabs it, turns around and pushes it to Blackjack. He's looking to take it off, but ultimately loses his balance and tips over right at the blue line. St. Cloud enters in. Little skirmish along the boards there, but St. Cloud walks away with it. The centering pass meets his target, but Eddie comes well out of the crease and just pushes it away from him. Nifty move, high risk, but hey, they got it off of their stick. Headed back the other way with momentum as well, who was just dumped by player 16 on St. Cloud. He's going to sit the rest of this game out, that's for sure.
Will's coming in quick there, lots of speed, and you know it prevented a really nice shot opportunity because he was the last line of defense. Sometimes you got to take that penalty, but it would have been fun to be able to see Will get that shot opportunity right there.
It's a good one to take if you had to. Face off deep in the zone for St. Cloud. We got Slaptacular Spicy Pickles just frothing at the mouth, waiting to get that puck off the draw, but St. Cloud unfortunately grabs it, and they look to clear with some foot movement. 7 passes ahead into neutral ice. Julian swats it back the other way, but picked up by St. Cloud, who comes along to dump it deep on the right side, but doesn't get too deep. Scheibel on the move. Here he comes. He's getting excited. He wants to do something. Gets in, trying to do a slap, but holy cow! Wow! What a shot! Oh boy! As he's falling over the right side of the face-off circle, Scheibel finds the top left of the back of the net.
We called it over
here.
here.
Oh my God!
Just get that slapper out of Cole Scheibel, and one's going in. Gets the tip up in the air, goes over the goalie's glove into the back of the net. It's pretty nuts. Awesome. That's awesome.
The Spicy Pickle slaps him home. Nice shot, Cole. Wow. Well, no longer on the power play. Scheibel with it again. He's got 5 seconds.
Oh, boy.
Julian's got to get a dump it deep as we close out this game. It's been one heck of a ride. Holy cow.
Listen, Eden Prairie doesn't take this one, losing 7-4, picking 4th place in this tournament. They had to go through 2v1 teams, and on this particular game, I think with 9 minutes left, this game was 3-3. So they unfortunately found some kryptonite out of Eddie's blockers. He was putting those rebounds out a little bit too juicy to put back in, and unfortunately couldn't hold the lead, or hold the game. But here we are, and they fought out the whole time.
Yeah, no shame in this one. Definitely had a lot of hot competition in this tournament. I mean, obviously both brackets had B1 teams. We talked about this at the beginning of the broadcast. There were both B1 and B2 levels playing in this B tournament, encompassing both teams. We fought the hardest ones. Yeah. We played the hardest teams in this tournament, and unfortunately, it's the ones we fell to. But those are the ones. That's how it's going to happen. It's a tournament. It's tournament time, baby. Oh yeah.
We thank you for joining us. Plenty of fun over on this side doing this. This was a great arena. Join us next time. I think our next game is next weekend versus Bloomington.
Yes.